From working at a local drugstore to conquering UFC's greatest fighters, she's fast, fearless, and dominates anyone she steps into the octagon with. She's Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade is one of the best fighters at the UFC. She's claimed so many wins in her career by being lethal against any opponent she faces. In just 31 matches, she's won 22, with 9 being knockout and 7 by submission. There's no doubt she's an unstoppable force, but just like everyone else, she has a humble beginning. And her earnings after every fight tell how hard she's worked every day to be this successful. Get ready, because in this video, I'll be talking you through the timeline of Jessica Andrade, her early life, her rise to success, and most importantly, her salary and net worth. This is going to be a shocker, so get comfortable as I jump right in. Jessica Andrade was born in Umburana, Paraná, Brazil, on the 25th of September 1991. Her parents, Julio and Nilsa Andrade, were both farmers, so as a child, Jessica and her elder brother Fernando Andrade helped their parents out on the plantation fields. The farm later got municipalized by the government, making it count as underage labour and illegal for Jessica to work on the farm with her family. At 14, she started working at a fish pond and later became a delivery girl for a drugstore where she developed her passion for soccer. You might find that hard to believe, but Jessica actually started off playing soccer growing up. She always wanted to be on TV playing soccer, like her role model Marta Vieira de Silva, a Brazilian soccer player. She was so good at soccer, she even got called to play at the professional level for the Sao Paulo Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in Brazil. Jessica was thrilled. Her big dream of playing soccer was right in front of her, and she was ready to hop on it. But her parents wiped that dream out of her head when they forbade her from playing for the Sao Paulo club. They didn't see soccer as a girl's thing, so they didn't allow her to go through with it. Jessica respected her parents a lot, so she rejected the offer from Sao Paulo. She decided to find a new path, a bigger path for herself. The best thing that never happened was for Jessica to go pro as a soccer player, because it was at this point that fighting showed up in her life. In 2011, Jessica joined a social program that offered judo training at school. The teacher saw her take down all the boys effortlessly and advised her to take jiu-jitsu training instead. While she was knocking down her opponents like a sledgehammer through a wall, one match at the Brazilian jiu-jitsu combat sport would change her life forever. Jessica Andrade was given a pretty easy opponent to face in one of the matches. She knew she could knock her opponent down as always, but something unusual happened during the match. Jessica's opponent put her in an arm lock so tight she couldn't break it. She lacked experience, so she fought back with a pile driver. In case you're wondering, a pile driver is a skill in jiu-jitsu that's illegal to perform, but hey, no one told her that. As you would expect, she got disqualified immediately from a fight she had in the bag, and the nickname Batiscaka, which translated to pile driver, was used to mock her after the loss. Of course she hated it, but what she hated more was that there were not many girls fighting in the jiu-jitsu combat sport in Brazil. Anyone who participated was called horrible and homophobic names. She kept training with the boys, who, more times than less, got beat up by her. The good news was, she met a coach named Paraná, who helped her get her first invitation into MMA. On September 6, 2011, Andrade made her professional MMA debut. She trained in her hometown of Umburana for her first 6 professional fights. She ended up winning 8 of her first 10 fights. The more she fought, the better she became, and with the help of her coach Paraná, she was rising the ranks fast. On the 24th of April 2013, Jessica Andrade's life witnessed the biggest change yet. Jessica flew to Russia to fight Milana Duraeva at Pro FC 47 in Russia on that day. It was her first fight outside Brazil. This match was so crucial, because her opponent, Milana Duraeva, was stepping into the fight after previously winning 8 fights in a row. The chances of Jessica Andrade defeating her were less than 1%, and everyone knew it. To be honest, if I were there, I wouldn't bet a penny on Jessica Andrade winning. But somehow, Jessica pulled a miracle by whiplashing Milana so hard she got knocked out in the second round. A lady no one knew had just defeated a Russian champion in her own country. It was on that day, even the UFC heard the name, Jessica Andrade. In July 2013, Jessica made history once again. Hey, if you want to make history with us, scroll down, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Come on, go click. Jessica Andrade got a call to face Liz Carmouche in what would be her first UFC match, right in New York, USA. She was definitely thrilled to fight in the presence of thousands of people screaming and shouting her name. Jessica Andrade and Liz Carmouche made history by becoming the first openly gay women to step into the octagon for a fight. It really meant a lot. According to Jessica herself, she felt a rush of adrenaline like she'd never felt before. In the first round, Jessica was dominating the match, but somehow the tables turned. Liz left Jessica completely blank by throwing swift punches and kicks from all angles towards Jessica that she fell straight down on the mat. Jessica Andrade lost the match by total knockout in the second round. She finally got to the UFC, but she failed. There's no worse feeling than falling from the top of your career. Many people barely get there, but that's exactly what it felt like for Jessica Andrade. She went back to Brazil and was received with criticism and judgment. The same people who cheered her during her wins made her feel like she would never be good enough for the UFC. She got back to her family and found out her father had been cheating on her mother, and he even had another family. From one piece of terrible news to another, Jessica Andrade sunk into grief and decided to give up fighting. It was really awful for Jessica, but with the help of her coach Piranha and the psychologist she was assigned, she got her confidence back and decided to fight again. On October 26, 2013, Jessica Andrade was given a chance of redemption. Jessica was slated to fight Rossi Sexton in the UFC Fight Night 30. It was a chance for her to avenge her debut loss at the UFC, release the anger she felt towards her father, and prove to the world that she was good enough to be a champion. And kick some... This is YouTube, so let's not say that. Jessica had one job, and that was to win. She took Rossi Sexton to another dimension. A dimension of ruthless, non-stop attacks at the speed of light. The rage in Jessica was insanely high, and Rossi didn't stand a chance. She won the match by a unanimous, dominant decision, and beat the women's records for most strikes landed in 3 rounds. For Jessica, it definitely felt good to be back. Since then, Jessica's been taking it one step at a time, breaking through every obstacle in her path. In October 2015, she moved to the strawweight division, and in 2019, at the main event of UFC 237, Jessica Andrade challenged Rose Namajunas for the UFC Women's Strawweight Championship, and she won by knockout in the second round. For someone as dominating as Jessica Andrade, how much do you think she makes per fight? Before we talk about her net worth, if you're a new subscriber to our channel, comment "I subbed" in the comments section below and instantly get qualified for our monthly new subscribers giveaway. There's a lot to win, so go comment "I subbed" right now. Jessica Andrade earns at least 6 figures per match in the UFC, but it didn't start that high. Her salary in her match against Liz Carmouche, she earned $8,000 because she lost, and in her match against Sexton, just $16,000. Her biggest salary received was in her match against Namajunas on the 11th of May 2019. She earned $230,000 that night after winning Namajunas in a blistering slam that led to Namajunas' knockout. Jessica Andrade is also signed to Reebok on a sponsorship deal and gets $5,000 from the brand anytime she wins a fight. Adding everything up, Jessica Andrade's net worth stands at $1,943,000 US. That's a lot of money, and she enjoys it with her partner and longtime girlfriend, Fernanda, who she married back in 2019. In roughly 8 years of fighting at UFC, Jessica Andrade has claimed several achievements for herself, from being a one-time UFC Women's Strawweight Champion to receiving many other in-fight achievements, including one for being the only woman in UFC history to win a fight in 3 weight classes. Jessica turned 30 back in September this year. When asked about her retirement, she had this to say: "The day I retire, I want other women to look at me and say, man, Jessica was awesome, funny, and a lesbian. She threw so many punches and brought us lots of joy." Thanks for sticking with us till the end. I hope you enjoy this video. We'll see you next time. Bye.